This video presents a vision of how a management team with corporate payments expertise could use local commerce to rapidly grow a highly efficient and profitable online business. Local commerce has many similarities to social commerce, which is the linking of small businesses into a number of community marketplaces. The rapid growth of social commerce is being driven by the desire of consumers to support local businesses, to know the inventory of local suppliers, and to be able to use technology to support the buying process. Local commerce is a term we will be using to describe a similar need of companies with multiple offices who are dealing with a myriad of small suppliers spread over wide geographic areas. In many ways, the needs of both groups are similar. Companies have little choice but to source certain items locally. They need to view the inventory of their suppliers to automate the ordering process. And in particular, they need to make their payment processes more efficient. In developing the infrastructure to support social commerce, PortoLinks has also developed the infrastructure to support local commerce. The only real difference between local commerce and social commerce is the potential size of the market. The impressive growth of 60% per annum predicted for social commerce over the next 5 years will be driven by changing consumer buying patterns. Local commerce will be driven by the substantial cost savings that it makes available. As corporate use of e-commerce has, to date, been 6 times greater than consumer use, the growth of local commerce should be much larger than the growth predicted for social commerce. As it has done with social commerce, PortoLinks can develop online marketplaces for local corporate offices that are part of a larger marketplace made up of all the small suppliers to the company. This immediately gives the company direct access to all the purchases being made in real time. It reduces the cost of placing orders. It provides cashbacks in addition to normal negotiated pricing, and in addition, substantial savings will be made in managing payments. For example, Microsoft reported reducing transaction costs from $60 per transaction to $5 when they moved to integrated purchasing. Implementation of local commerce is relatively simple. PortoLinks has the technology to do it today. PortoLinks has the agent model to quickly recruit the existing suppliers for companies coming on board. Combined, this creates a significant opportunity for the right payments partner. This opportunity builds on the efficiencies of an automated transaction processing system. A locked fee of 3% of the transaction value for a 30-day funding period. The added security of the 10% cash back that the companies receive when payment is processed. The scale of the opportunity is further enhanced by the viral nature of the PortoLinks business model. Companies recruit suppliers over time. New suppliers have existing company accounts, and these companies in turn have more suppliers. A reference point to judge the value of this potential is a company called Bill Me Later. Developed originally in the labs at Nortel, founded in 2000 in San Francisco, and acquired by eBay for $1 billion in 2008. This price was based on revenues of $150 million and a relatively restricted number of businesses using their payment model. There are several factors that suggest the same value could be created much sooner using the PortoLinks model. Firstly, Bill Me Later was restricted by the need to do individual credit authorizations in real time. PortoLinks is dealing only with companies' credit risk, therefore avoiding that requirement. Secondly, Bill Me Later has taken 10 years to get 600 suppliers, whereas PortoLinks is targeting 2,000 suppliers over the next 6 to 9 months to support a TSX float. Bill Me Later concentrates on the consumer market where transactions are smaller. The funding period is longer and the credit risk is higher. PortoLinks, by comparison, deals with companies funding larger transactions that are aggregated and paid monthly. Bill Me Later grew through acquiring new suppliers, while PortoLinks grows as existing company clients add more suppliers and existing suppliers add new corporate accounts. PortoLinks is in a position to make the development of this service low risk for investors. We can supply both company accounts and suppliers. We have the automated transaction capability that removes technology risk and ensures very low processing costs. Added to this, PortoLinks, like most virtual companies, will spin off large amounts of cash, which can be used to support corporate payment funding. The requirements of a payment partner are modest. Firstly, they must bring the necessary credit assessment skills to the table. Secondly, they must be experienced in managing the credit lines necessary to support this type of operation. And finally, they must be well versed in high-level relationship selling to corporations. PortoLinks' development strategy is based on its 2-year technology lead. The current $1 million convertible debenture is intended only to fund the marketing rollout needed to recruit 2,000 clients as soon as possible. It is expected that any group wanting to develop the payment opportunity will make an investment in the current funding round. Based on reaching the 2,000 client threshold, PortoLinks expects to list at 5 times the current valuation and raise $5 to $10 million. At the same time or earlier, PortoLinks plans on forming a joint venture payment company. Following the PortoLinks listing, PortoLinks intends to distribute its holding in the payment company to its shareholders and set up a compliance listing for the payment company. This move will maximize the return potential for both sets of investors. PortoLinks is expecting a relatively short time to acquisition. The driver will be 60% growth expected in the social commerce market versus the 15% growth projected generally for online marketing. Acquisition of PortoLinks will logically be followed by the acquisition of the payments company, and the agreements between the two will be structured to promote this outcome. The ultimate value potential will be determined by the speed at which both companies can recruit small businesses. We expect that a potential payments partner will recognize the need to develop this opportunity quickly. The offer PortoLinks is making to potential payments partners is the first right of refusal in exchange for a meaningful investment in the current debenture funding.